Hello YouTube family, this is ATL Trauma RN coming at you with my first actual video, well verbal video. I did a collage, you can see a whole bunch of pictures of my lock journey so far. I'm going to do a lock tag video here. It's 20 questions, so I'm going to try and make this as quick as possible. First question, do you remember the specific moment you decided you were going to lock your hair? Yes, I do. I was taking down, I think they were twists in my hair, maybe the single lock twist. I was tired of getting my hair braided. It took like, I don't know, like almost 12 hours to get it braided. And then I had to take it down. It took like 2 days to do that. So I decided I wanted something more permanent since I wore my hair in braids and twists all the time. I was natural for about 4 years previous to this. And this was a spur of the moment thing. Like overnight, I decided I want to do it. I went to a traditional loctician and she installed my locks with a crochet needle. And she just made up her own parting as she went. No particular grid or anything. And I decided I didn't like it because I didn't like how big the parts were and how limited my styling was. Also, my hair is extremely frizzy. So I did some true research and I found Sister Locks. I contacted the Sister Loctician. I still had the interlocks in my hair. I had them for like 3 weeks. She quoted me a price on taking the locks down and then installing Sister Locks. And I didn't like that price. I decided that I would take my locks down myself. At the time, my hair was about here. And so I think the maximal length for the minimal price was about 4 to 6 inches. So I took a drinking straw, cut the straw to that length, took each one of my locks and cut it to the length of the straw, and then I took some conditioner and just combed my hair out. It wasn't difficult because my hair wasn't locked. Then I went and got the starter locks installed. I didn't keep the starter locks more than a week, and I told the loctician that I had no way of wearing my hair because I always wore them in braids, so I needed her to go ahead and do it. She decided that she would put them in, even though I hadn't waited the 2 weeks, which is fine. I got the locks installed, and ta-da! What method, if any, did you use? I used the interlocks for the first locks, which I don't have pictures of because I didn't like them, and sister locks for the ones you see now. How old are your locks? Believe it or not, my locks are 4 years and 5 months. If you look in the collage video, I'll post a link to it below, which is the only video I have posted on YouTube. You'll see that I grew my locks out and then I dyed them. I dyed them about 3 times. Of course, that caused damage to my hair because I was doing it myself. I am not a stylist of any sort. So I dyed them 3 times. It caused a lot of bunching, a lot of breaking. So last year, I cut my hair off to about here, all over. And from there, you have what you see now. So they're 4 years, 5 months. What is the length of your longest lock and your shortest lock? My longest lock is probably these two. My shortest lock is probably one of these guys. They're all about the same. Can't really see that. But I'll say shortest, maybe here. Um, do you have any locks that are especially unique, strange, or awesome? No, I don't. But if you look at the video that I posted this morning, you'll see that I took a picture of my back 2 rows. And so when I first got sister locks, I combined a large portion of the front of my hair and a large portion of the back of my hair because 2 reasons. One, I was getting ready to start nursing school, so I wanted to take care of my own hair just to save a little money. And two, I told the loctician when she did my hair to make sure that my hair flows. Um, I have a huge head, I believe, and so I don't need like an afro all the time on my hair. I love sister locks. I love to see the women with like a gazillion locks on their hair, but it just isn't for what I am going for my look. So I combine them because it makes my hair a little bit flatter. So when I need a retighten, it's not huge. This is about as wide as I want my hair to be on my head. I'm going to get a retighten tomorrow, and I'll show you a video of what it looks like when it's actually flat, which I prefer that much more. So I combined a large portion of the front and a large portion of the back. And so last year I actually took the back row down and had my loctician make the two bottom rows 4 rows like they originally were. And you can see a picture of that in the other video. How many locks do you have? Is it the same number you started with? I currently have 425 locks. I counted them last night. And no, it's not the same number. I originally started with over 600 locks. I can't remember the exact number, but it was more than 600. What shampoo or other products do you use? I use the Cream of Nature argan oil shampoo. And then I have a mixture of a bunch of oils that I've mixed up. You can go to YouTube and find like a gazillion different mixtures. There's nothing special about mine. I just have a bunch of mixtures of oil about this much, and I put in a tall spray bottle, the ones like the 409. Sprayed on my hair. How often do you wash your locks? 2 to 3 weeks, depending on how dirty they are. If they're more dirty, I will wash them less. Summertime, I wash them more. Do you do a regular maintenance on your locks? I have my locks maintained by my loctician from 6 to 8 weeks. My locks are currently 7 weeks old, and I'm going to get them done tomorrow. What is your favorite decoration pieces? It's going to be the conch shell. I'm currently working on making some more pieces for my hair, but this is what I usually have in my hair. How often, I already answered that. Do you do any regular maintenance? 6 to 8 weeks, conch shells. I'm sorry, guys, I have it written down. Sorry. Um, I've never been turned down for employment, nor have I been hired because of my hair. What's the weirdest, dumbest, funniest, and most common thing? The weirdest thing for me is when strangers come up to me and say, "Can I touch it?" Touch what? My hair. Please don't. The dumbest thing I get sometimes, "Are you going to keep your hair like that?" Yeah, I think I am for the most part until, you know, I decide not to. The funniest thing is not funny and it's not really a question, but when people come up from behind, strangers, and they start touching my hair and tell me that they're in love with my hair, one, don't touch it. I don't know where your hands been, just like you don't know where my hands been, but it's funny in the after effect, but in the moment, it's not funny. Most common thing I get asked about my hair is, are those sister locks? Technically, no, because I maintained them myself for 2 years. Um, and then I went back to the girl that currently that installed them, and now she's maintaining them. Um, and then I combined a whole bunch of them. So technically, by the trademark, these are not sister locks. I still have a wonderful grid because I did an awesome job combining them myself, as you can see. But no, they're not sister locks. But to make things a little bit easier and to make my life easier, I just answer that question yes when strangers ask me out in the streets. But yeah, you'll be able to see my grid better tomorrow. But I still have it. But yeah. Um, have you ever had a freak accident or an embarrassing moment involving your locks? Yes. Most of the time, it's at work. I am a nurse, and IV poles have a hook on them. There are different devices inside of the hospital that I have noticed also have hooks or like little crevices where things can get caught. My hair has probably been there. It's disgusting. I know. I wash my hair a lot. But yeah. So now I actually wear lock socks to work, and I wear a lot of headbands to work. It's dangerous. How many people do you know personally with locks? I know less than 10, but more than 5. Do you have any locked role models? On YouTube, yes. Brittany718. She's very popular. Has beautiful locks. She has sister locks. And Pretty Poison 27. She has more along the lines of a traditional lock. She started them with a two-strand twist. Two-strand twist. If your locks had their own personal motto, what would it be? Locked and free. If you could start a new set of locks, would you do anything differently? Yes, I would. I would have my loctician. I would start off with sister locks. I wouldn't go with the whole interlocking thing. And I would have my loctician make the ones in the front about the size that they are now. And I would not take the ones in the back down. I also would not put dye in my hair on my own. At some point, I highly doubt it, but if I ever, long time from now, get my hair dyed, I will get it done by a professional because I don't know what the hell I'm doing when I put dye in my hair. Especially, yeah, not gonna do it. So yeah, I wouldn't dye my hair. And my hair actually has its own personal highlights, and my wife loves them, so whatever. Is there anything else unique about your appearance other than your locks, tattoos, piercings? All my unique piercings are closed. I have two tattoos, one on my back and one on my arm. What locked YouTubers could you see yourself hanging out with in real life? If we weren't strangers, probably Brittany 718 and Pretty Poison. Who are you going to tag? I'm going to tag Sean Locks and Styles. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.